Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric, and this is Rome, and we are back with a new MechWarrior 5 series, kind of. Yes, it's MechWarrior 5, and we'll be doing a lot of these videos, but it's not going to be a coherent series per se. It's going to be a series of guides for each of the high-value contracts in the game. So we're going to go through and play every high-value contract, every single one, put them out, tell you where it is, walk you through the storyline, any specific hints or tips, maybe some best ideas for types of mechs you might want to run, basic idea where things are. They're going to be guides. I don't generally do a lot of guides, so it's going to be a little bit new to me. Hopefully they'll get, hopefully they'll start amazing and they'll stay amazing the whole way. But realistically, they might start a little rubbish and get a little bit better as we go. Let's keep our expectations realistic here. Now, I'm running some mods, but because this is meant to be a guide that is applicable across for everyone, they need to be mostly vanilla. And I am running some mods, but those mods are only going to be mods that change the look of the game a little bit, some quality of life. None of them are going to change the actual gameplay. We're not running any AI mods. We're not running YAML or anything else. We want you to be able to sit down and figure out what you can do with these on basics. Having said that, I'm still running Von's HUD for now, Von HUD by Von Seitan, because I love Von Seitan. I mean, that's really it. I don't run all of his mods all the time. In fact, I love his ecosystem mod, but it's pretty resource intensive, and when you're recording on top of that, But you know what? This is a way to continue to maybe give him some publicity, some free press, because he's amazing. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm running mod options because, again, this is one of those mods that you need if you're running mods, right? It gives you all this stuff, and in fact, Von HUD has additional options within mod options. Objective jump. This allows me to jump from one location to the next all the way across the galaxy if such is the need, rather than have to do multiple jumps to get to things far away. This is just a quality of life for me. You're not going to see it in the series at all because I'm not going to show you that it's in the series, but it's there. I'm running cockpit glass. I plan on playing this mostly in third person, just because I think it looks better. But one of the ways to make the first person look a little bit better is to add cockpit glass. So we might see a little bit of that as well. Running MechWarrior 5 compatibility pack. I don't know if I need it for anything we've got running, but we're going to run it just in case. Change company name. I've already used it because I forgot to actually set my company name. We're running some unit logos by me. Pilot promotion. Again, this is something that's going to be completely irrelevant to the series, but what this does is, and I might do a spotlight on this, but what this does is you play the pilots you have until they max out. So let's say they have a max of 23. When they get to 23, you can promote them, and they go lieutenant, captain, major, colonel, I think. And so when they max out, then you promote them, and they get a new top. And so you can play those pilots all the way up to 60, but you got to max them out first, and then you give them promotion. I really like that idea. I'm running rescale mechs. It says it goes to lore, but it also says it makes some of the assault mechs bigger. And this game is so far beyond lore. Like, these mechs are 10 times bigger than they need to be, right? We're talking mechs are supposed to be about 30 feet, right? 3 stories tall. And yet, when you look at the infantry in the thing, you're like a 10-story building. You know what I'm saying? You're a 3-story tall building with 20 foot. You're like 60 feet tall. Realistically, these mechs are probably double the size they should be. And that's fine. It looks cool. Star map mouse over. You might see this a little bit as I mouse over some systems, maybe within the guide. But again, this just tells you some information when you mouse over a star system. I think this is kind of a must-have for me. I'm running Xenopac's Art Optimizer and Xenopact Optimize as well, just to make the game run a little smoother. The MechWarrior 5 compatibility pack. Do I have it on twice? I do. We'll turn off this one. One of these is through Steam, one of these is just downloaded, but the one on Steam will automatically update, so we'll go that route. I am running female protagonist with voiceover. This is a Sakara Samsa mod. It's a Samsara. She does great work, and this one is specifically meant to be just to replace the male Mason into a female Mason, including voiceover, portraits. Now, I did run into one problem. I picked one portrait, and it turns out that's not the portrait that's actually in the game. So there is a little bit of mix up there. If you go on to, I downloaded them from Nexus. I downloaded the picture from Nexus. I downloaded the voiceover from Steam. I actually downloaded both from Nexus, but I'm running with the Steam one because again it'll automatically update. But the picture one I got off of Nexus, and there's a number of them. And like I say, the picture that I thought I was downloading is not the picture that I did download. So there's a little bit of flip mix up there. So you might have to, so pay attention to that if you do get them. This is a mod I've been following for quite a while. And with the rise in AI voices and stuff like that, this is becoming a better deal. As you can see, she says she doesn't have the equipment to record or the ability to voice act or the money to pay for somebody. And this is the route she's gone, which is perfectly fine with me. I got zero issues with that. Super happy to support this mod. I think it's a great one. Compass headings. Just puts compass headings on the top so we could say, hey, it's 60 degrees, whatever. I just like it. Optimize, we talked about. I did enable infantry. I don't normally play with them, but I'm going to turn them on this time. It does mostly just emphasize the fact that the mechs are the wrong scale, but you know what? It is what it is. It's funny because you have a cockpit, right? That's going to be like a normal cockpit window, right? Like it's like a car window, right? You sit behind it, you look out it. And in this case, those cockpit windows are like 2 to 3 times the size of the infantryman. That tells you that the scale's off. How big does your car have to be before the window is taller than you are? Like the windshield, right? I'm running better lighting, minimal fog, and I'm running heat gauge, which is gets us a different graphic for the heat gauge, which I like. So those are the mods that we're running. Again, we're just going to run through. I started with the earlier save. I started with Merrick just because I like the no. Started with Lao, I think, because I like their initial loadout. I guess we can hop in and I can show you the mechs we have initially, and then we'll go from there. All right. The mechs I started with are the Cicada, the Firestarter, Cicada 3C, Firestarter H, Javelin 10N, and the Locust 1E, which you can see is missing a small laser here. I'm repairing that at the moment. Haven't really made any changes to the Locust. Javelin, I think I took off some jump jets, give it some more armor, move the ammo into the legs. Firestarter, I got rid of the flamers, replaced them with small lasers. I don't think I did much else. I think this one starts pretty close to armored, especially because the flamers are 1 ton, the small lasers are half a ton. So I got a couple tons extra that I think I maxed out my armor with. In the Cicada, we took off the machine guns, again, because we need lots of armor, because this thing comes with no armor on it. And there's no point in running a medium mech that has less armor on it than your light mech does. So I happen to have picked up an Irby. Why not? Just to have an extra mech, speed things along. Small maps in Irby is just fine. I hate having to walk around with them. But that's it. That will be the setup. Barracks-wise, I'm starting with these characters because it's what I started with stock. And you can see there is our female protagonist. And again, these will, as they hit their max ratings, they'll go up. But again, you're not going to see very much of this in the series. This is going to be very much focused on the actual high-value contracts themselves with locations and the combat. There's not going to be a lot of mech building. There's not going to be a lot of following the pilots, do what they're going to say. These are going to be very much standalone, bite-sized episodes. Each episode is going to be one high-value contract. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.